Hey my little elves, welcome to our very first episode of Let's Talk About Anime. Um, so, as you can see, I'm in a Minecraft world. Um, it'll be very rare I do Minecraft series, in fact I probably won't do them at all except for this one. Sorry, it was a bit chilly so I made a Milo, a hot Milo. If anybody knows what that is, if not, I'm sorry you're not Australian. but anyway, so basically what I plan on doing is I just plan on getting random blocks, which from now on, you guys will be the ones to suggest the random blocks and tell me what blocks to use, and I will use them. Um, but basically, what my intentions are is to build a platform by the end of it, out of these random blocks that you guys choose. This time you guys didn't choose the blocks, I just got a random generator for them all. However, you guys did choose the anime, so Um, so basically, yeah, I'm just going to be building a giant platform, and then at the end of the series, on my own time, I will build um, characters for the animes that we've talked about. Not all of them, but some of them I will build platforms for. Um, so yeah, today I will be talking about Death Note. Now, in this talk, I will be talking about season one. I think there's a season two, unless I thought there was and there isn't. And season one and two are mumble jumbled into one season. And the Death Note movie on Netflix. Now, normally I wouldn't be talking about that much, but because it is a small anime, and all of it's just in my head, I'll just talk about it all. So normally, if I'm talking about a bigger anime like Haiku's not that big, but it has a lot of seasons. So I'd just be talking about maybe season one and season two. Um, just because, you know, I don't. I would rather not have to try and watch the entire series, especially if it's a series I haven't watched. So Haiku I've watched, which I'm thinking about talking about next week because it was another suggestion. Um, but because I haven't watched it in a bit, I don't really remember stuff. So I've got to rewatch it if I'm just going to talk about a couple of seasons, because otherwise I might tell you guys something that happens in the newest season when we're only talking about one and two. You know, I have to rewatch the animes, which I didn't have much time to do this time because normally I'll be recording these every 2 weeks. Okay, so this video is only a every 2 week thing. Um, but naturally I'd watch the video 2 week in advance. So I'll publish this video and hopefully I'll get some more suggestions on what anime to watch and then I'll watch it. Which again I will probably be watching Haiku to talk about it. So yeah, Death Note. Now Death Note is it's a very hurtful anime. Okay. Also, what I do here, I have no plans for. So if it looks bad, I'm sorry. God, I hate Junglewood. So anyway, yeah, Death Note. Death Note is a very annoying anime. Actually, it's a very good anime. It just annoys me sometimes. I don't like that there. Where did I go this stuff? I'm putting down. This is a new block to me. Yeah, okay, sure. Anyway. So, basically, in Death Note, I thought it was a rather good anime. I did. I didn't like the movie. But we'll get to that. What have I put that Um, so does it look like a random heap of gym boiler blocks? It's supposed to. Anyway, so in the anime, there is a very upsetting end to it. You know, well, actually, it's not even the end. It's just midway through. You know, Elle dies, and I cry because Elle's by far my favorite character in the anime. But hey, if I like a character, guys, I'm sorry, but they're gonna die. I'm sorry to inform you. So just watch out, okay? If I like a character, they're gonna die. If I say in an anime where characters die, hey, I really like this character, I'm sorry, guys. I've cursed the character. For instance, in One Piece, I liked Ace. Just spoiled another anime. Anyway, back to Death Note. I'm sorry if I get sidetracked a lot. It might happen. I'm the type to get sidetracked a lot. No, I want it to be this way. So, anyway, and then Elle and Light ended up dying, which I was kind of happy about. You know, I was okay with that one. I didn't like Light. I'm sorry, guys. He annoyed me. Might just be a me thing, but he annoyed me. So, oh, I fucked it up. If you did it, okay. So, yeah. Didn't like Light, so he's dead. I'm okay with that. But at the beginning of the series, when it was just Light, you know, it was all about Light, there was no Elle. Oh my god, Elle was amazing. Like, he was the freaking detective of detectives. Nobody is better than that. I'm gonna change this to pink. I feel like it might look better. I hate the color pink, by the way, guys. It looks like someone's building a really weird house, not gonna lie. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, if you can hear that in the background, a little growl, it's because my cat was sitting next to me and I moved my elbow and she didn't like it. She doesn't understand that my desk is my desk. She seems to think it's our desk and she's the boss of it. So, yeah, she's a complicated one, that's for sure. But anyway, yeah, so that was hectic. That? Yeah, okay, that works. That. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't like it. I just did not like it at all. I didn't like Elle. I didn't like Light. But he look, he earned some forgivings. You know, he was killing bad people, which, you know, at the same time, I kind of feel bad for the criminals. See, most people were like, yeah, kill the criminals, and I was like, I feel really bad for these people. You know, what did they do wrong, apart from be criminals? You know, I just pressed the wrong block. I am not the kind of person who judges someone on something they've done. So I get it, they're criminals, they did some really bad stuff, alright? And some of them did do some bad stuff, which I believe they deserve the death sentence for. Because, simple fact is, some people do deserve the death sentence. That's what I believe. You can believe different, but that's what I believe. However, I do believe that there are some criminals who did what they did, but they didn't want to do what they did. And in which case, without even getting a fair trial, Light killing them off annoys me. It really does. Because you don't know if they deserved it. You don't know if they deserve the death penalty, you know? They could have people who care still, and you've just taken them away. You know, how would you feel if someone took away someone you love? it's really dumb. I don't like Light. I don't like the way he thinks. No, you're in now. You're staying in. I don't like the way he thinks. I don't like the way he does things. I don't like it. I don't like Light at all. He is a bastard of all bastards. You guys can like him. Alright, feel free to. I screwed this side up. Let's fix that. But I can't like him. I really, I couldn't. It is against my will. Sorry guys, I've just had a mind blank on what I did here. It's the only place I've done it. Okay, let's just get rid of all of this. Okay, so we want it to be at the same level. Alright, so... Yes, okay, I did it. I fixed it. Alright. So... Oh, I screwed up here too. So Light's just one of those characters I can't like. For me personally, okay? You guys like him, you guys like him. I don't mind that, you know? Everyone has different tastes in the characters that they like, but I can't like him. He's a good villain because of the fact that, you know, I can't like him. Okay, when you've got a good villain, it's because you can't like the character. You know it's a good villain when you hate him. But, I keep going to click shift so that I can sprint, but then realise that this isn't every other game in the world. So, it's just a crouch, you know. I've been dealing with a lot of switches and swatches, because at the moment, as I talked about in one of my other videos, I've been playing Dying Light, which holds C for crouch, and then I was playing Little Nightmares, and that holds alt, so it's confusing. But anyway, so back to the anime. So the anime was good. I liked the anime. I liked how hateable Light was. It kind of looks like a mess. I mean, it's not meant to look good, but it looks like a mess. Anyway, you know, the anime was good. I did enjoy watching the anime, and I would watch it again. And freaking Nier and Mello, I got upset that Mello died. I don't think he deserved to die. There was a lot of sad deaths in that anime, but you know, it happens. Sadly, it has to happen. So yeah, it upset me. It did upset me. And you hardly get to know Mello. Mello's kind of a pain in the ass. That's all we really know. And that way he shall stay. But yeah, I felt really bad for Mello, because what did he do? You know, he was just trying to solve who Kira was and get revenge because he killed Elle. And in the end, it's kind of what he deserves. Like, Kira being Light deserves to be taken down. Okay, I hate him. Like I said many a times. I think Light was just a little bit. I think Mello was just a little bit upset about what happened, which is fair. You know, if you think that's not fair, well then you're insane. Because that is entirely fair. You know, that is his mate. They grew up together, and he's gone now. He's dead. The writers of the anime killed him off. How rude, you know. But I understand where Mellow's coming from. I do. I fully understand where he's coming from and the anger. And he's not exactly light now. You know, he doesn't go through his anger by just controlling his shiznickel. He goes through his anger by slaughtering people. Okay, he's smart, but he's not smart, if that makes sense. Yeah, he's smart, but he's not smart. He's special. But it's complicated because 100% he did not deserve death, as I said. But the fact that it seemed kind of like Nia was using him. I feel like Nia was more or less caring for the people he was working with, even though he wasn't really working with Mello, but he was still managing to use him. I feel like he cared less about them than Elle did, which kind of upsets me. I'm not a big fan of Nia because of the way he sort of used them, and he dangled their lives in front of Kira, and he knew who Kira was, yet he still did it. I mean, he knew he wasn't gonna kill the chief because he's the son's chief, so why would he kill him? You know, there's no point in it. But yeah, he just hurts me sometimes, you know. I don't like him for that fact. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Nia deserves to die. You know, he's a good detective, and without Al, people need him. Okay, I think they do need him. But, you know, I hope to God they never have to use him again, because otherwise they might die, and I don't want that. I don't want their deaths. You know, they don't need to die. They can live. I did nothing for that. Okay. So yeah, I disagree with his ways. I disagree with his tactics. Um, then again, I also kind of disagree with Mellows because you know he could have done so much better, but he decided to go out there and get himself killed. All because he was very mad that he killed Al. Which again, I don't blame him. I would be mad at that too. Anyway, I'm probably gonna leave my platform there for now. So anyway, yeah, it's I don't know, it kind of looks good. It's complicated when it comes to Nia and Mello. I don't think they're really in the anime enough. Oh, Nia you can get like a thing on it. Like he thinks childishly, which L has admitted he thinks childishly too because he hates to lose. Nia is smart, but he upsets me because of what he does to everyone else. Like he treats everyone else like they're just pawns in his game of chess. I think that's what he keeps playing, chess, right? I think it's chess. Anyway, yeah, I don't understand, you know, why Mello had to die. Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, I think Mello was a good guy, just filled with hatred because of what Light had done to Al. And I don't blame him for that. As I've said, I don't. Anyway, I definitely disapprove of it. But you know, things gotta go as things gotta go. Things have to end as things have to end. It hurts, but it's true. Um, yeah, I entirely disagree with that. But what's worse, what is so much worse, is the movie. The Netflix movie is horrible. Alright, it's not good, it's horrible. If you're watching it because you're thinking, oh, Death Note's cool, don't. If you're watching it because you're like, oh, what the hell's Death Note? Then go for it, yeah, you know, go for it. If you're into romances and pathetic teenagers, go for it. But otherwise, it's such a bad movie. Like, it's not a bad movie. Okay, if you're into romances and things like that, and, you know, plot twists, then it's an okay movie. The only thing I warn you about is you cannot get Death Note out of it. You can watch it all you want, but it's not Death Note. It's really not. I was watching it, and when I first watched it, I knew it was horrible. Okay, I began watching it, and I watched up to the part where L came into it, and he mystically changed skin color. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with people who have dark skin. I don't. Okay, they're in Japan. They're supposed to be Asian. Right, they're in Japan. That's how that works. But they completely changed his skin color and his character, and it just... I hated it. It was not L. You can't watch the anime and think that you're about to see L, because you're not. You're really not. Wish you were, but you're not. So, yeah, there's that annoyance that you're not going to see L. You're going to see a man that calls himself L who is not L. Like, his personality's changed everything. Like, he will eat sweets still. Alright, but he doesn't sit like he normally sits. He doesn't talk like he normally talks. He doesn't have the patience that he normally has. Like, the guy who works with him, he dies in it, right? Now, Light killed him, but Light didn't mean to kill him. Okay, Light tried to save him. Why would Light try and do that? You know, you know. Anyway, it's so dumb, so dumb. It hurts me sometimes, it does. But he tried to save him, and it didn't work out because apparently, if you destroy the page, then it won't die. People who do it won't die. They won't die. In the anime, I'm pretty positive they're gonna die anyway. And what's up with the so many rules? In the anime, there was less rules. Now there's just rules all over the place. You know, there's like over 30 rules. Like, Jesus Christ. What were you trying to do there? So that also happened. But more importantly, Arrow, can you stop what you're doing? Thank you. More importantly, like, there's no Misa, okay? Which in the anime, I'll admit, I kind of like Misa. She was annoying, but she was a good character to sort of add just to, you know, have fun with the anime. There was no Misa. There was no Misa. And I was shocked. But Light did have a girlfriend. Problem is, he actually loved this girlfriend. He wasn't using this girlfriend. He loved her. And there was no other freaking Death Note. There was only one Death Note. No other Death Notes for them. They can only have one. You know, they've got a sharing is caring, guys. Sharing is caring. But the problem is, when she touched the Death Note, she couldn't see Ryuk. No, that's not part of the anime anymore either. Like, what? They completely... It's not the anime. It's really not. It hurts me so. But it's just... Oh, it hurts me so much to think about that anime movie. Yeah, it just... I'll put this here. But it's a headache. It's a headache because the simple fact is it's not Death Note. It's really not. No matter what you are told, it's not Death Note. But hey, we'll go on with our lives pretending it's Death Note to make us all feel better, because that's what we do. Oh, my head hurts now. I just took out all the frustration on that movie. Another bad part is, at the end, Light's dad doesn't defend him. Because at the end, he knows Light is Kira, alright? He's one of the people that come to the conclusion. Because, Light killed the guy who killed his mum and his sister. Which, by the way, in the anime, they're alive. You know, they are alive in the anime. What happened, movie? Why are they dead? You're not going to give us a full thing on that? Because, I mean, they were alive last time. Oh, so stupid. But he worked it out, and he didn't, you know, in the anime he was like, no, it's not my son, blah 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 blah. Yeah, he got cranky. In the movie, he's like, you don't lie to me, you're Kira, aren't you? And the son's like, yes. By the way, his girlfriend dies. Yeah, Light's girlfriend dies. Because they had a little romance, and they loved each other, but they both wrote each other's names in the fucking Death Note. Yeah, good job, guys, good job. Like, Jesus Christ. I didn't realize that's how love romances go these days. You know, if you love someone, you write their names in a freaking death book. You guys know that? I didn't. Maybe that's why I'm single. Oh. But it's just so irritating. Because it's like, Death Note isn't supposed to be a romance, alright? There is a bit of romance between Misa and Light, but it's for jokes, alright? It's not for serious, they're gonna fall in love, because in fact, Light's using her. It's a simple fact, okay? So she's more of a joke character than anything, and it upsets me to know that she's got used like that, you know? Like, she could have had so much better of a life, you know? And then she got chucked out of the freaking movie! Oh, she hurts me. But it's really dumb. Guys, it's dumb. I don't think she should have been removed from the movie, but she was, for a badass, you know? Who literally betrayed Light, which, damn, he deserved. But she wrote his name in the Death Note, because if he didn't give her the book, then he'd die. You know? It was his life for the Death Note. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. This is love, kids. This is love. But it was just, oh, so dumb. So they did that, and he basically made a deal with it. Like, he said, if you love me, you won't take this book. Right? And they were on a Ferris wheel, and the Ferris wheel, they couldn't get down because freaking Light shot the Ferris wheel. Yeah, Light shot the Ferris wheel. Yeah, yeah. He doomed them both from the beginning. Why he doomed himself from the freaking beginning is God knows. But anyway, he said, if you love me, don't take the book. It's ruining our lives. Don't take it. She took the book. Only to learn, because he said no! And then that was the moment she learnt the reason he said no and wanted her not to take the book, because if she took the book, she dies. Alright? As soon as she takes the book, she dies. Okay. My what love is this? So anyway, she took the book very very willingly. And then she called him a ass, I think. Either way, she insulted him for doing it, even though, you know, she wrote his name in the book first. But hey, this is love now, guys. This is love. If you ever want to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you gotta do these things. These are just things that they need to happen. Apparently. So, friggin', yeah, they did that, and then everything got screwed up. And then, guess what? Ryuk, who decided, hey, alright, I gotta kill her now, because apparently it's not the book that kills them, it's Ryuk. Ryuk kills them, and takes this up. It's retarded. Okay, so Ryuk is like, as he's slowly tearing down the freaking Ferris wheel, because of course they both gotta die now, because they both wrote each other's names in the death note. So they're both time to die. Alright, both, bye. Alright, enjoy your lives together in hell, where you both belong. They don't deserve, they don't go to hell. No. No, hell is too good for them, apparently. Instead, they go to their best dreams, and, well, actually, you know what? One of them goes to hell. One of them does. Yeah, the girl does. She dies. She lands on some flowers and dies. Right away, you know? But while they're falling, Light's page with his name happens to burn in a goddamn fire. Yes. Very coincidental. I mean, damn. Light, you lucky bastard, because that was the only page that landed in the fire. Not her page, no. Just Light's. So guess what? Light falls into the river, and you'd think from such a freaking high height he'd be dead anyway. You know, he'd be screwed. You know, there's no survivor. No, he lived. He lived. He lived. He definitely lived. And you're left sitting there like, how? How do you exist? Because the fact is, it's not possible. He's got some magic juju going on there. Actually, he does. He has the death note on his side. So, because that burns, you know, he lives, and he wrote a bunch more instructions going up, because apparently he predicted that to happen. Maybe he wrote it in the death note that maybe he wrote it in the death note that his page burnt out. I don't know. I don't know. Because I didn't realize that with the death note, you could control things. Like pages going in places. Okay, I didn't know. Didn't know you could predict the future. Anyway, so he got a guy to play death. He also got a guy to save him from drowning. So guess he got saved from drowning. I more would have thought that the fact that his bones would have been completely crushed would have killed him. But the drowning. The drowning is what he needed saving from. So he lived through the rest, just the drowning. Like, what the frack? How does... anyway, so if I was complaining to my friend right now, he'd be like, it's a movie. And I'd be like, it's illogical, and he'd be like, most movies are. Because that's what he tells me every freaking time I watch a movie and then complain about it, because it's illogical. So anyway, yeah, he just... Oh, it's fucking... And then... As soon as Light's dad dares Kira to kill him, because that's L testing to see if I don't need drink. Testing to see if Light is Kira, because you know by that time he had a hunch. So he tests, you know, he's like, is it like Kira? Maybe, maybe not, maybe. I think he might be. Well, he is. Sad news, he is. He 100% he is, I'm sorry. But, yeah, he was testing to see if Light would kill him. And while Light's girlfriend went to kill him, he didn't want to kill him. He didn't want to kill him. He was like, "That's my dad." And she's like, "They're gonna know it's us." And he's like, "I don't care." You know, fair enough. Fair reasonings. That is his dad. That is 100% his dad, and that is 100% reasonable answer to that. It's the teenagers. Like, it's hard to look back and think I was one of those just a couple of years ago, and now it's upsetting. Yeah, I've never been so, you know, brutal in my life. Anyway, and then he was willing to give up the Death Note and run away with her. Like, where in the anime is he ever willing to give up the Death Note to run away with the girl of his dreams? But then the girl of his dreams doesn't want to give up the Death Note. Like, what? What kind of anime is this? Ah! So, you know, it's not even an anime; it's a movie. But it's so that he lives, and then he gets the Death Note back. You know, it gets handed to him in his bed in hospital. Well, he's broken everywhere because you know he fell into an ocean where you think he'd die because he fell from a frickin' Ferris wheel height. Like Jesus Christ, it's like jumping off a bridge. And, you know, it's very rare for people to jump off a bridge and survive. So that's one lucky fucking bastard. And you know what he's gonna do with his life? He's gonna go back to writing Death Note shit. Because you know why? You know why? Because even though he was in hospital and couldn't do anything, Kira was still killing people. And so they were like, L, you kicked off because it's clearly not Light because he's doing this. You know, he's in hospital, he's dying, and Kira's still going around. No, in the anime, you work out that it can be passed around. No, you can't just blame L. So anyway, L starts to go home in his little plane, and then he realizes Light doesn't do chemistry. But the girlfriend does! So he goes to the girlfriend's house and he finds the page and he's like, damn, because Light mentioned something about chemistry to him in the freaking alley before, you know, him getting knocked out by another guy who supports Kira fully. So it's like so dumb. And then L doesn't even die, you know, it's just his little sidekick guy that dies. And when his sidekick guy dies, L goes and straight up confronts freaking Light. Like, that is not a move L would make in the anime. Like, I get it, he's upset, you know, the person he's pretty much raised him and helped him through his life is dead. But he would not lose his shit like that, you know, that's just not the type of person L is. L would look at things logically. L knows that he was risking his life, alright? People knew his name, so he knew that things would happen. But it's just so dumb. It is not Death Note, alright? If you're watching it because it's a movie and you think you might like it, well then, you watch it and you might like it. But if you are watching it for Death Note, don't watch it. It's not Death Note. I'm very passionate about this movie not being Death Note. And in fact, if you guys haven't watched it while watching this video, I highly doubt you are gonna go watch it now because I've just pretty much spoiled most of the anime. But it's just so dumb. And L, he didn't even suspect the girlfriend. You know, in the other one, he suspected Misa. But no, that's not how this game works. No, It's just so dumb. I hate it. Anyway, it is time to end this episode. Now, normally I would live stream this at about 2:30, on my channel. However, that didn't work because I had to go somewhere on Thursday, which is actually tomorrow. I'm recording this on Wednesday. So, I couldn't do the live stream, but next time I do hope to live stream it so I can talk to you guys about it, and you guys can respond to what I'm, you know, complaining about, because who doesn't love someone who complains, you know? It makes sense, you know, complaining, that's my thing. But I can't, okay? I can't deal with that movie, okay? Also, leave your suggestions on what anime I should talk about next. In the comments, I will more than likely eventually go back to those animes and talk about them. Or I'll talk about them next week if I don't know I'm talking about haiku. I don't know. I might talk about haiku though, because it was recommended to me. But yeah, leave your comments in below what anime you'd like me to talk about next. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I hope it made your day. I hope me getting angry about the Death Note movie didn't upset you. If you guys enjoyed the Death Note movie, then you enjoyed it. That's your opinion. I don't mind that. I am good with that. And if you didn't like the Death Note series, well then that's okay too. I personally liked the Death Note series, except for when L dies. That upset me. But everyone has different opinions. I honestly went in to the movie expecting Death Note, and my dreams got crushed. Okay, from the second L came into it, my dreams got crushed. You know, and then I found out about everything that's changed, and it was not the movie. It wasn't the show. It was not a live action of the show. If it was a live action of the show, then things would be the same. Okay, it's not a live action of Death Note. It really is a whole new movie that just simply had Ryuk, Light, L, and the Death Note. That's it. That's all it is. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it didn't upset anyone. Um, if you liked, leave a like. If you didn't, that's okay too. I do understand. Um, but yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, my little elves.